Thanks for being here so early. We really appreciate that. My name is Piergiacomo Palmisani. I'm a master's student here at UCSB in the Technology Management program. I'm also the president of the Blockchain Club here on campus and co-organizer of this event with this guy over here, Cameron Dennis.
How's it going? My name is Cameron Dennis, and I co-founded blockchain at UCSB about 2 years ago, and I currently run an organization called the Blockchain Acceleration Foundation, which I will tell you more about later.
Sure. So before starting, I really want to thank all our sponsors who helped us and who made this possible. As you can see here, BRD, Orchid, the Finances Business Committee here on campus, Shapeshift, who kindly donated 200 Keep Keys. If you didn't get one, go at the entrance, they're over there. We might run out of them, but hurry up and get one. Shepard Mullin, Mousebell University, Strong Ventures, Trace, and Age Fund. I want to also thank all our community partners. We're partners with some departments here on campus, College of Engineering, Technology Management Program, the Department of Economics, and you can see all of them. I want to also thank all the speakers who agreed to donate their Saturday and be here to share their experience with us. We're truly honored to have you here at UCSB. And without further ado, I want to introduce you. Cameron Dennis is going to tell you a little bit more about how we see things in a greater picture in the blockchain world here in California. Thank you very much and enjoy the day.
Thank you, PG. Yeah, just to reiterate on our community partners, you guys wouldn't have heard about this event if it wasn't for them. So I will tell you more about how we got involved with all these people because it's been a pretty gnarly journey, to be honest. So this is the Blockchain Acceleration Foundation that it works with almost every single university blockchain club across California. And what we do is we start accredited courses. So ignore the hashtag SBBS, I'll explain that stuff later. But let me tell you a little bit about how we all got started. So when I was a student here running blockchain at UCSB, we had a lot of donors that wanted to give us money in cryptocurrency. But the nonprofits of the school wouldn't process that cryptocurrency on behalf of the club and allocate a tax deduction to the donors that were giving us this money. And so I thought that this is kind of ridiculous because you could very easily transfer this crypto to fiat, and then fiat, you know, it's pretty much, fiat's US dollars, by the way. And I thought that was kind of ridiculous, so I just decided to incorporate my own nonprofit to process the cryptocurrency-based donations for blockchain at UCSB. But then I realized that this was a problem across every single blockchain club in California. So I was very, very fortunate to be working remotely for this wonderful man over here named Brian Fox. And I had the opportunity to go, and I was a couch surfed around California for a year while working remotely to onboard the presence of every one of these organizations, because it takes a lot of time, because ultimately what we're doing here, actually this is the first student-run club event this size. We're essentially, thank you. These clubs are essentially, they're small academic departments. They run their own classes, they host their own meetups, like 10-week courses. I'm talking every Tuesday and Thursday, like classes run by students, not getting paid at all. So we need to figure out a way to, you know, incentivize more companies to get involved in these clubs because, you know, as amazing as universities are, sometimes they lack some of the, you know, innovation to stay on the cutting edge on, you know, some of these technologies that it takes a long time to, let's say, start an accredited course. So what we do is we help these clubs process cryptocurrency-based donations, get them all to meet each other, and help start accredited courses. We started one here at UCSB this last year through the College of Creative Studies. We started one at UCLA last spring, and it takes a long time to get a class started through the traditional process. So we find little loopholes in the system. Like, for example, at UCLA, we had undergrads teach the classes, and they don't have, like at Berkeley, they have these decal classes, not the same here and not the same across most UCs. So we start accredited courses, we host meetups, we host conferences, we fundraise for each other, we just work on certain like projects and collaborate on, you know, whether it be calls, how to run a conference, how to run a meetup, how to do recruiting. hackathons, and then we also try to connect students to companies. So this is the network. We're growing pretty quickly. It started just with UCSB, UCLA, USC, UC San Diego, and UCI, but we're in talks with Pepperdine right now, and these are all some of the club logos. But besides the students, we're also a huge network of investors, professors, other academics in school, designers and accountants and lawyers, everyone who wants to see this industry pushed forward because of reasons why you'll find out later. So what we've done in the last year, we started 2 courses. We run all the volunteers for Crypto, which is a cryptography conference held here at UCSB. And this is a way for us to get incredibly connected to the top tier researchers. So if you're a student here, I normally get free tickets. And if you're here in August, let me know. This is like an incredible conference. And Crypto Investment Summit, which is one of the premier blockchain summits in LA. And we're building a pretty amazing team. Everyone here is volunteer, by the way. Nobody gets paid. So everyone's doing this because they just want to see this industry come to life, because they want to see the amazing things that come out of building decentralized applications and owning your own data, and we'll be getting to that shortly. But yeah, we have a pretty amazing team and incredible advisors. Like, these people are some of the most world-class computer scientists and academics and just people. So just to run through some of them, Dr. Leonard Kleinrock, he started the ARPANET. He created packet theory back in the 60s. And then Dr. Rich Wolski, for those who are here at UCSB, you probably know him in the computer science department. Dr. Bhaskar Krishnamachari, he runs the IoT lab at USC, because blockchain and IoT, there's an incredible use case. There will be a panel about that later. Mr. Brian Fox over here, who is, he actually got us the lawyer to get this entire thing started. So this honestly wouldn't be possible without him, so thank you. Veronica Reynolds, she co-founded blockchain at UCLA. And has helped us tremendously kind of just navigate how all this works. And then Dr. Jim Short, who runs the San Diego Supercomputer Center and runs the Block Lab there. So the whole point of all of this, the reason why I'm saying this, is because we need these people to advocate for this technology to make this world a better place. And the way it's going to make the world a better place is why there's 6 hours of panels today, which we will learn. So what's next for us? We're going to finish up our course at UCSB. Finalize a corporate partnership package where corporations will be able to come in, blockchain companies ideally, to just get involved with certain student clubs. And there's a lot of interest in all of this. So if you're interested in kind of learning more about blockchain, getting involved in the space, let me know, because we have a list of corporate partners who are interested in getting in contact with you. We're going to do some internal research, which is pretty. I'm not going to get into that because that's a long talk. I want to start a club at Santa Barbara City College and other city colleges here in California, because this technology shouldn't just be held for or known about in prestigious academic universities. And then also we're hosting a large conference in San Francisco on January 12th, and this is going to be held at Coinbase's headquarters. So if you're an engineer and want to learn about staking, which is you will learn about Ethereum 2.0 later today if you go to the dev workshop towards the end. And this is essentially proof of work. Who here has heard of Bitcoin mining? Like mining Bitcoin? Okay, so this is like the next version of mining. And this is a way to achieve consensus on a distributed network. You will learn more about that later. Okay, so this is Slido. This is an interactive polling software to kind of just hear what you guys think about certain questions. And part of the reason why we're doing all of this is to get you to think about some of the reasons why we're hosting this conference. And those reasons are pretty straightforward. This is kind of a taboo, not even really taboo, but our data is being weaponized against us. And that's just the truth. We need a verifiable way to prove who we are without a third party, like online, without a third party telling us who we are. Why? Because if you can't tell right now, the world is, democracy is kind of under, not necessarily attack, but definitely under lots of pressure. And it's because it's really easy to target you, to get you really angry, to run certain advertising towards you to stimulate a certain emotion. And this has been manipulated at mass, which we'll learn about later today, especially through the, who here has heard of Cambridge Analytica? Okay, great. So we're very fortunate here today to have the previous COO of Cambridge Analytica to be talking to you about their data management practices and how they have essentially been able to manipulate democracy at scale, and also what we can do next to, I don't want you to just don't want to depress everyone here today. The whole point is to have a solution here. So I'm actually going to skip this right now because we're running low on time, but without further ado, I'd love to introduce our next speaker, who is Robert Breedlove. He has been a CEO, a CIO, a CTO, a CFO, and he is incredibly knowledgeable about this entire space. He runs a company called Parallax Digital, which is essentially a cryptocurrency, like a hedge fund of sorts, And he is very knowledgeable about this topic, and he's going to explain to you the origin story of Bitcoin and why all this is important. So please give it up for Robert.
This slide program?
Yes.